Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so I'm feeling good, man. I'm all in at the hotel that I used to go to before they changed management. We used to call it the NoHo. It's now called Ridgeway. Um, this is great because it's actually the same price that it would have been to go to the other one, which is further out. Normally, I would try to get in with the other one because I had gotten so used to going there, but they were sold out last night by the time I was able to do it. I don't know if I even got a chance to tell y'all, but I initially ordered the room earlier today, but it was for the wrong dates when I did it through Google Maps. I'm so used to ordering through Google Maps, and I don't, if the date is off, it's off by like a day. I didn't check the date. I just said, yo, they got a room? Okay. Ordered it, paid for it, and found out that it was like for July 4th. So I had to ignore, or rather rescind that. They sent back the refund right away, which is a real blessing. But at that point, I realized I didn't have enough to order it at the price that they needed. So I needed my uncle to send me the full amount for what we were going to need for this weekend in order to order the room. And so by the time that was able to be done last night, the other place had sold out. So when I checked this one, I'm like, I know it's more expensive, but actually it wasn't. It was about the same price. So that worked out. And so I didn't have any issues this morning. In fact, I got up earlier than usual because it was so damn hot. Really, really strange weather, man. It's I say it's about 80, but it feels like it's 90, to be honest with you. Real dry. And it's going to go up to like 92 over the next couple of days. But, it would all worked out. I was able to get in a nice Uber XL truck because I wasn't about to order a regular Uber again and have them risk turning me away like they did 3 weeks ago. 3 times in one day or 2 times in one day, whatever it was. And it didn't cost as much because, of course, this place is closer. So it all worked out, about $10 in the Uber. And I had to wait around for about an hour here. And it's, like I said, it's hot, but I'm not complaining. They would prefer us check in at 3 here. But my receipt said my check-in was at 1. So I guess, I talked to my buddy here who I used to see all the time. He's a maintenance man, and he was telling me around 12:45 to go over there and see if they would let me in, and they wouldn't. I told him, I was like, I check-in is at 1. I think he thought I was kidding, but the reality was it really did say on my receipt 1 o'clock, and so he wanted me to pay the early entry fee, whatever it is, and I told him that ain't gonna be necessary because it's only like 15 minutes. I thought he understood that I was serious. He thought I was joking because so it was one of those situations where the miscommunication was what it was. But truth be told, this is why you take, screenshots of your receipts so that these type of things don't end up hurting you. And so that's what I did. I showed him the screenshot of my receipt. Luckily enough, the way technology is, of course, you have a link to the website that the screenshot is from. So I just gave him my phone, let him access that. And he was able to see that it actually was 1 o'clock. So I don't know if I think it's one of those situations where they just have to, the way they want to do it here with Ridgeway, going to have to update their terms with all the sites. That's what needs to happen there because they're still fairly new here. I don't think they've had this place for a year, and I didn't get that from a regular site. I got it from one of the off sites. So they probably updated with most of the major ones, hotel carriers, but not the one that I went through. So he honored that. I was very thankful because he was saying, we want people to check in at 3 because usually they haven't cleaned the rooms by 1 o'clock. And I was telling him, I know the guy here very well. So he was, in other words, he basically told me there was a room available. It's like he's going to let me know when the room is ready. Like I know him better than y'all do to a degree. So it's like that was kind of the miscommunication, but ultimately they were really kind about it. I think they just thought I was conning them initially, trying to get in early, and that's not my character, man. Something say 3 o'clock, I'm be prepared for 3. I'll wait around for 3 hours, maybe go somewhere, come back, whatever I got to do. And I told them, I was like, look, man, even if they do that next time, I'll honor 3 for you guys. Like, I'm not that type of dude. It's just that it's so hot today, and this thing really does say 1 that I'm trying to get in where AC is. But in most days, man, I'll wait till 3. Just to follow rules, man, because I'm the type of person that's going to want to keep coming back, and I want you guys to know, I want to give y'all a bone, and y'all give me a bone when there's opportunities to. Maybe you let me in at 2:45 a little early or something. You know what I mean? Like, I follow rules. So that's the type of rapport I want to have anywhere I lay my head, especially in this situation, because you never know when you're going to need people to give you a break. So to demand they give you a break the first time isn't really the right way to play when you're in the situation I'm in. After they get to know me for about however long it's going to be, then I'll be like, if I ever need something, maybe they can accommodate me somehow after I've already built that rapport. So that's just a little bit of game that I give people when you're in the situation I'm in. You got to be in hotels or whatever. Don't ask for a break the first day. That's, let them see that you're willing to follow the rules, get nice with the people in it. In the long run, you'll see how that pays much better dividends, rather than somebody who out the gate is looking to get over on people. So it's not what I was trying to do, not at all. But yeah, man, this has been a pretty good day, man. I woke up feeling good and did my 100s blue workout. Had a little trouble with my stomach last night because of the meat that I had already told y'all about. I got rid of that meat, but it did my stomach something terrible over the last couple of days. So struggled with that, but feel good enough, was able to do my exercises and all these different things that I do. And, I was obedient to the Lord this morning. The energy of share something with someone came my way. So as I was meditating after doing my exercise, the Lord kind of put it in my heart to consider the concept of when you sacrifice things and they don't necessarily work out. Don't think that whatever day you're beholding that it didn't work out is the end of the road when it comes to your sacrifice, because it could still either be an opportunity for your sacrifice to pay off in the future. You don't see what the calendar folds for you soon, or that effort that you put in regards to your sacrifice, the man upstairs is aware of your sacrifice and your effort that may have been quote unquote in vain, and he may in a different category provide you what makes up for the effort you put in that went to waste. So that's the message that he put in my heart, and he told me to call the lady at the front desk, my buddy down there, and give that to her. He was like, unequivocally give her a call and give her that message in your own way. And that's something that's the kind of rapport that we have. I often will call her and have these type of concepts and things like that. I just tell her, motivating stuff. That's just kind of a rapport that we have, uplift one another. And so I followed that voice, and she told me how much she appreciated that and how she had been dealing with some regrets as of late. And, she really does have an issue with regretting things or whatever. So it's like, that message, I believe, was literally for her. Like, it came my way, but for me, it was more so an experience of looking back on things and seeing how I put in effort and it didn't pay off, seeing how I made sacrifices and it didn't actually manifest into what I wanted it to. But I was thanking God for making me fine with it, basically. The regret of it all, or the longing for my energy back or time back is just not there. I literally don't feel that way. But for her, she may be entering a phase where she might be working on something that maybe the Lord has better plans, or maybe she needs to just understand she needs to keep going a little longer than maybe she feel like she wants to, or feels like it's not happening. And, it might be happening. She just needs to keep going. So I share that with you all the same, just keep going at what it is you're trying to do. Your sacrifices are not in vain. Even if it's not panning out in the area that you're putting your work in, you can still find yourself being pleased with that you've put in work. Just like quitting begets more quitting, resilience begets more resilience. So maybe you're putting in this extra effort in this area will then condition your mind to be ready to put in extra effort in other areas for which it will pay off greatly. And so that's the message, man. Just keep going, and don't look at this moment as the end as it pertains to certain things having not worked out yet, because there's still time left. God still has you breathing. Now, maybe your specific thing had a time limit. Maybe whatever you were trying to do, it really has the past or whatever the time was. But as it pertains to him being logging your effort, he's going to always be able to log your effort. He's always going to be able to log when you put forth your effort. And I can tell you, for us believers, You can really save yourself a lot of heartache, a lot of disappointment and regret by praying about what it is you want to embark on before putting in the work. Because if you believe something's out there greater than yourself, then you know that he can guide you away from wasted effort. And so that's where I messed up a lot of times. I might have been doing things for the right reasons. I didn't pray about it first, or I didn't involve God in it at all. And I was doing other things that didn't have nothing to do with God during those times, as to where if I would have been coming to God about the specifics, he would have said, yeah, it's going to work, but you need to get your act together in other areas in order for it to work. Those type of things that come your way if you involve God in whatever it is you're trying to do. And so that's what I would say for the believers out there. Involve him in your activities, involve him in your plans, ask him for the right guidance for whatever your decisions need to be. And see that variable as important, because if you're messing up and sinning and acting up in some other areas, or if you're slacking off in some other areas, key areas, it may not work out because of that. Not necessarily because you didn't do everything right in this particular area, but in another area, God is saying, you know what, you don't deserve it, or you need to be involving me over there so I can help you with this over here, that kind of thing. So as I read in the Bible this morning, without verbatim saying it back, but the concept is involve him in everything you got going on. Work into the practice of turning to him through prayer for guidance in activities, in sacrifices, and ultimately in relationships of many kinds. You get that relationship with him, and he'll guide you toward how best to handle them or that or what have you. So that's the message, man. That's why I was obedient this morning and sharing that message with her. I hope she can use it, and just wanted to continue to do what the Lord wants me to do in people's lives and be a bit more obedient than I would have been to follow that voice in the past. So yeah, man. And last night, I was thinking about how things are going right here, and I asked the Lord to take care of all of these different things that happened today with this, and he said, man, the energy that came my way is you're going to be where you need to be, which led to me to understand that I probably want to go into the other motel, and there ain't no way it's not going to work out. Like this, I'm not unhappy with you. This is going to be just fine. We're going to work it out. It may look like there's some static because when I was having that prayer in mind, I hadn't yet received what I needed. I had just messed up with the reservation of the other place. I don't even think I had gotten the kickback from the refund yet. I think I was still in the red as it pertains to my account based on the refund having yet to get kicked back when I was telling God, yo, can you fix all of this? And he said, ain't no way I'm not going to fix it. Ain't no way I'm not. It's about to be good. You just, you came to the right place, more or less. So that's all I want to share with you guys, man. Follow that voice inside of you. Listen to it more often than maybe you'll be willing to, even in areas that are very small, because that guidance is essential, and it connects to everything else you got going on. And so that's what I want to say, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I'm not sure if I want to go out there or not. Walk around. It's a little hot. It's very cool in here. You feel me? That kind of thing. But I did want to make this video and just give y'all an update on how things are going for the day. And it's been very good. It's good seeing some, my buddy here, because I hadn't seen him in almost a year since I started going to the other motel. But, the Lord worked it out. I was able to chat with him a little bit. And, it's just going well, man. It's going well. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day. I know we'll probably talk a lot before now and Sunday, but while it's on my mind, that was what a lot of my prayer was this morning, is how thankful I am for all the mothers that have impacted my life. Not only my own mother, but all of the moms that have given me values and given me nurturing and leadership qualities and different things that I've taken along the way. And I'm very fortunate to have not only my mom's example, but so many other people, so many of my friends, so many family members, so many acquaintances that have been mothers in my life that have helped mold the type of man I want to be toward women, help mold the type of man I want to be in life. And it's been very, very fruitful for me. to be raised by a single mother. So yeah, that's what I want to share with y'all. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, all the new moms out there. You can do it. You can do it whether you have help or not. You can do it. Hopefully you do have that help. And we involve, once again, God in everything that we do, especially as it pertains to choosing people that we're going to be with in that way, so that if we find ourselves with anybody, it's somebody that God sent our way. Because a lot of the trouble that we have in life in this regard comes from not involving God in these situations, or when involving God in these situations, ignoring what he's telling you because you want to go about how you want to go about it. Following that voice will save you a lot of heartache and pain, and will save you from some paths that are so much more difficult and so much less fruitful for your life. The devil gonna always throw somebody at you. The devil's gonna always trying to slither his way with some slick talking somebody or some shiny object or something to try to get you to take a path that you don't like. But at the end of the day, God's things have better outcomes. So trust in him with everything that you do, including welcoming people into your life, can really provide you the right path and the right people on that path with you. So, you know, we tend to make mistakes in that way. I've done it, wasting time with the wrong people. God told me that person wasn't no good. I went with them anyway. Luckily enough, I didn't end up a dad in that situation, but very much could have. And God can do great things from our mistakes. He can do great things from our mistakes. So don't think that just because you made a choice and it didn't work out doesn't mean he can't do great things, but you still have to deal with the difficulty that comes your way with it. And so that's what he wants to help you avoid. So yeah, that's what I want to say, man. Shout out to all the moms out there. Hopefully you picked good quality people from which to be with. Hopefully you had that choice, because that's a real variable in the life of a lot of people. Some people don't choose to be mothers. They just end up mothers, and that's unfortunate. But yeah, man, a relationship with God will help you with anything. That's really what I'm saying here. So that's what I gotta say, man. Shout out to all the mothers and Mother's Day. My homegirl at the job, her mom's birthday is tomorrow, so sending good energy that away as well. And yeah, that's pretty much what's on my mind. My name is BDO44. I thank y'all for watching.